say what needs to be said. How about those Patriots? Patriots went out there and played some good football, the good old-fashioned Patriot way. But let's talk about it. Like I always said, a bad coach can ruin a good quarterback. And this may be the situation for Mac Jones. And I guess the best example would be hiring Matt Patricia to lead Mac Jones in offense a few years ago. We all know about that. That's well documented. But Mac Jones proves he can be an elite quarterback when he has the players out there to make plays and the offensive line to protect him and give him time to do what he got to do. But I'm not holding Mac accountable for any of his mishaps in the past. I'm starting right now. What is this, week 8, week 7? Right now, I'm starting right now. When week 7 started and he went out there and executed against the Bills, I'm evaluating Mac Jones from then, right? I have to restart my evaluation because I feel like it's not fair how he's been handled in the past. And now he has the fair opportunity. Now, I'm hoping Bill Belichick now has no choice but to put players out there that can play on the field, because of injuries or whatever, the pressure from Mr. Kraft or the fans, but something that has to transpire, right? We got this kid, DeMario Douglas, who was a difference maker. DeMario Douglas is a difference maker, and he needs a permanent spot on the field. So he and Mac Jones can continue to develop more and more chemistry. That kid is electrifying. He's pretty good, very athletic, very dependable, right? I said it before. What is the difference between, I like to make comparisons. What is the difference between DeMario Douglas and Julian Edelman in skill set? You know what I mean? I think DeMario has the edge, but he needs a chance to showcase his talent and skills. I know this sounds crazy, and it may be a crazy take to you guys because of Julian Edelman's success and, all those things, but DeMario can play just as well. He just needs the ball. You may say that because, like I said, of Julian Edelman's success, a lot of people have the talent and aren't able to showcase it because timing or everything didn't come to fruition so they can make it to the NFL or play at the top level. So there's a lot of talented people all over the world that we have never seen play before. But we got a small glimpse of what the Patriots offense used to look like when they had Tom Brady under the center. They did really, really excellent against the Bills. Very proud of the Patriots, right? They had good protection from the offensive line, positive run plays from Ramondre Stevenson. I love that young man running the ball. Mac Jones getting the ball out quick and playing good Patriot defense, good Belichick football. That's the way it should be. But you got to put the players on them. You got to put the players out there as we see. You can't just say you want to sign these guys and everybody's a robot and you think you can put people in position to be successful. No, this is the NFL where you need these athletes and the top players because everybody and every team is trying to stack their team with the best players. So the Patriots can't be no different. But don't sleep on Mac. Don't sleep on Mac, I'm telling you, man. Don't fault him for a lot of these things in the past because you can't imagine what he's going through dealing with Belichick and his mess. It's a lot of things you go through when you're drafted and you're playing for the Patriots. It's like you got to play against your opponent, you got to play against the coach, all those good things. So don't fault him, man. He's going through a lot. But only time will tell, then the cream rise to the top, right? Is that how you say it? But he will rise to the top, man. Yeah, give him a chance, right? But for Mac Jones, I got to go back a little bit, a couple weeks ago. But for Mac Jones, for him having to watch Jacoby Myers play for the opposing team last week or a couple weeks ago, I had to really bother him, because Jacoby Myers was making a difference in the game, and it could have made a difference for the Patriots and he was making a difference for Oakland Raiders when Mac Jones was just throwing the ball to him. So I know that had to really bother him. I know that was an awful feeling and awful to see as he's making a difference for another team, the Oakland Raiders, right? And then Mac receivers just dropping the football, hurting his legacy as he's trying to show that he can win games and come back and if he's down, he can, he has the will to win the game. But he had to watch his ex-receiver be on another team and help them win against his team. Like, I know that had to bother him, man. I just had to bring that up, man. But we all know in this, everybody's talking about it. Like, Belichick would rather give contracts to outsiders rather than inside the facilities. The people that's been there with him grinding, he'd rather give it to somebody he have no dealing with just to make a point. Maybe because you didn't take the contract that he offered. You turned it down. You asked for maybe $1 million more or $2 million more, right? So that's the situation. You give this same contract to somebody else when Jacoby Myers is right there. I mean, all of that is just a bunch of mess. And you got Matt Jones in the middle of it, and Jacoby Myers is supposed to be a threat for Matt Jones, and he's not, right? And now we got another situation. Why isn't Bailey Zappi being mentioned as the backup or the guy up next? What happened to him? Last season, he came in and did really good. He did a really good job. It seems like another player that Bill Belichick wants to disappear. Why is this man like this? Bailey Zappi is clearly shouldn't be the backup quarterback. You know what I mean? And now we don't know what's going on. You're not hearing from him. And that's the way Belichick operates. And that's the things that we got to get rid of those things, man, because, it's not fair, right? It's hard to play for a coach that brings this type of energy week after week. There's no motivation, no inspiration, nothing to make you feel good about yourself being a football player and playing for the Patriots, right? That's the atmosphere you're dealing with when you're playing for Bill Belichick. Have you ever heard any motivational speeches from Bill Belichick that made you want to go play football or just run through a wall or something like that? I haven't even heard any, and I played for him for 5 years, so I'm sure y'all never heard of it. You know what I mean? Anything I hear is I hear a stubborn, grouchy old man stuck in his ways, right? When he speaks, that's all you hear. Just recently he's starting to come out and show a little emotion and stuff like that. Short in spurts, I guess. But Dante, shout out to Dante Scarnecchio. Let me say that. Should I say it right? Shout out to him. Bill Belichick had to let those emotions out of him because he's been a good rider for Belichick, and Belichick got a lot of respect for him. But like I said, moving on. I want to make this loud and clear. This has to be loud and clear because it's been too long, and we know we're dealing with a stubborn coach. Belichick cannot be responsible for the next draft. I repeat, Belichick cannot be responsible for the next draft or the next quarterback. The way he views players and want to build a team can never work again. It's not possible. Tom Brady is gone. And just listen to the way he want to build players.
We wanted a tough, hard-nosed, blue-collar football team. And that's what Cleveland is, and that's what we wanted our football team to be.
That's Bill Belichick, man. That's what he wants. So, say what needs to be said.